Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today because it is the best day of the week, you guys. It is RWBY Day! That's the sound of everyone excited for RWBY Day, including myself. You guys, oh, it feels so good to say that we are back with RWBY today. Volume 9, guys, it really got started off with a yang. I gotta say, it really did in so many ways. God, the last episode, there was just, I mean, considering these are like 17, 18-minute episodes, there is so much. Like, I just feel like I actually went back. I went back the same night, the night of the day that I watched it last week. And I watched it again, just combing it for every detail, particularly the theme, because the theme was where a lot of you guys picked up stuff, you combed it, and boy, guys, I would say, I think there's a lot coming, based on, like, some of the theories that you guys are having, and I'm like, that makes so much sense. So I will just kind of briefly get into it, before we jump on into the next episode, because, again, I just think there's just, like, so much to anticipate that I'd love to get it out there, so it's in the universe before we jump into the next ep. But first, I do just want to say, if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. If you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. All right, guys, let's talk about the first thing, because I don't remember if I said this in my last reaction or not, but I was thinking it, and if I didn't say it, I wish I had said it. Okay, there is a character in the intro. There is a character in the intro, and I just feel like the comments have gone wild, and like what this person could be. Now, when they first showed this individual, and I'll point it out in the theme, I saw long hair, a skirt, and a bow, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Penny. And then I was like, no, I have to, and just real quick aside, RWBY just like not even being able to handle the news and just passing out. It's breaking my heart. Anywho, some of you have theorized some interesting things. Is the child Penny? Is the child Crescent Rose? Is the child Crescent Rose and Penny? Was like one of my favorites. Whoa. I can't wait to find out. Maybe this character is just a completely new original character, and that will be totally fine as well. I'm sure they will wow us as they always do with character stuff, but there's certainly some really good theories out there, and let's just leave it at that. What else? Oh yeah, just the kind of like the fairy tale style of the opening, just kind of suggesting that this is going to be a very like, it kind of looks like Neo's like rounding up the villains of the fairy tale. And I don't know what's going on with John. You guys made such a good point. Like, nobody knows that John is there. John was the last one. And like, I knew that in my head, but I'm like, but he's going to pop up, right? Nobody knows he's there. Nobody's looking for him. I don't know what's going to happen to him, but I'm so worried because he looked really real. Like, he's going to be broken, you guys. He's going to be, like, dead inside from everything that happened, from what he did. I'm really upset about it. And, yeah, I just want to be okay, but I don't know. Like, who's gonna get to him first? Neo's there. Who's going to get to him first? You know, you guys made some interesting, like, rabbit comparisons. You've been saying some things about rabbits because he has the rabbit on his... And she's kind of like, Neo's kind of like the Mad Hatter, I guess, which I love. And I just, oh, my God. Even when Neo's being detestable, her style's mwah. You know what I mean? It's like you can't even, like, I'm mad at her, but you can't even be mad. I was mad, though. I was very mad at the end of the last one. You guys pointed out something great, and that's that a lot of the roles have kind of shifted in Team RWBY at this point. You know, we have RWBY, who's always this, no pun intended, beacon of hope. And we have sort of like, we're trading off now some of those, like, you know, we have Blake now trying to be the more inspiring, hopeful one, when in the past, you know, it's that dynamic has always kind of worked a certain way, and now we're starting to shift that just because of everything that has happened. I don't know what happened to the arm. I don't know what happened. That's a whole story for another time. We have mice, guys. I've never been happier in my life to tell you that we have mice. Usually that's not a good thing when you tell somebody, I have mice. But in this case, it's a very good thing. We needed the mice like we needed air. I think after last volume, we just needed something, guys. We just needed, just give us a drop of water in the desert over here when it comes to joy in the midst of pain. And the mice were the answer. And we have Little, who is just absolutely adorable, and I guess kind of like our little guide, because they don't really have like a purpose assigned yet, you know? Like, I guess that's how it works in the mouse world. I'm not a mouse sociologist. I'm not a mouse anthropologist. I don't know how the mice work, but it does seem that, you know, they have roles, and Little has adopted the role of being our guide, our very sleepy guide. So yeah, so we have a lot, guys. We have a lot to get into. We kind of left with like this realization, like, oh my God, I think this is a fairy tale. This whole thing's been a fairy tale, really, but like we're just now kind of starting to notice, I guess, now that it's a little bit more overt, you know, in this other world, which we still don't know what the other world is. It's anyone's guess. There's some good guesses out there. But yeah, guys, there's only one way to find out, and that's to jump right in to the next episode of RWBY. It feels so good to say that. Let's go. Let's go. Lay that theme on me, why don't you? Yeah. You guys let me know this is an all Casey theme. Well, it's Casey. There's two people doing it, but this is post Jeff's retirement, which I did not know. Let me turn this up a little bit because I had it turned down for my hero. Here we go. Oh yeah, okay. Let's really watch it this time. Love this. Love the progression. You guys pointed out when we get to RWBY, she's like cloaked in sadness. My girl. See, she's like turned away and she's like sad. Who is the child? RWBY. Well, I like the birds too, and the mice. And there's other critters. And what is this? What is that? There's Crescent Rose. Crescent Rose goes under. Everyone comes up. And it's very much like a pop-up storybook. That's cool. I really didn't get to like immerse myself last time. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, John. What is... Look at, and there's a bunch of people in shadow behind Neos. Maybe there's even... That's freaking cool. And the tree. And we're falling, which is how this all happened in the first place. Who is the child? Oh, Neo. And then we have... Wow, okay. And we have Cray. You know, guys, I gotta say, there's some interesting fodder there for like both theories. It's Penny and then it's Crescent Rose, and that maybe it's both. Maybe they're both. What do you think?
Are we just gonna stand around thinking about this in silence, or...
I know this place is weird, but a fairy tale? I mean, that's impossible.
Sweetie. Your mouse is trying to tell you something.
What we've seen is improbable, but that doesn't mean we're in an actual fairy tale. Are we seriously entertaining this?
Do you have a better explanation for what's going on?
Well, let's try to be more logical, shall we? We fell from the sky. RWBY made friends with a tiny mouse. Then I got caught by killer vines. And, you got your arm stolen by a... What was it that you said?
A talking raccoon riding on a purple wagon filled with trash.
Of course it was that.
Okay, I see.
I need to see this raccoon.
I am going to go over here now.
Weiss is like, I am done. I can't.
Driving a little trash. Why not? Probably
As crazy as it sounds, something about this is familiar.
The girl
Is
who
it?
fell through the world.
I was just gonna say, yeah, which was a fairy tale. Except the fairy tales are all kind of
We're
not
in the ever after.
the ever
Like, that world is
after.
make-believe. It was just part of a story we all read as kids.
It's not
What?
make-believe. It's where I live.
Can you
totally
tell us more
real.
about it? Have you ever heard the name Alex?
And Alex.
Is that the main character?
Purpose?
In the story,
Well-
Alex fell from the sky and met with the hunter mice. Got trapped in vines.
Which is what RWBY
bought
did.
a Jabberwocker and got her knife stolen by a talking raccoon.
Yeah.
So they all
Then she
had
beat the Red
elements
King at a
of
board game.
Alex.
Met the curious cat, the rusted knight, and finally got out through.
Through. I hope
The tree.
The tree. Tree.
So what now? Do we go to the tree, look for Alex, Yang's arm? Ruby, you're still missing Crescent Rose.
I'll bet the jinxie peddler has it.
Who?
The jinxie peddler?
Little's like, please
The
don't
old
tell
talking
me.
raccoon I know.
Do you know where he might be?
What?
Of
Weiss
course.
cannot handle the nonsense.
I'll lead the way.
Right to a nap. Right to a big old nap.
So
It takes a
town is
lot to
just
be a
ahead,
little
right?
mouse. Excuse me, little mouse.
I've been thinking. If we're going to
They're
town,
just gonna
we
change
need to be
positions.
careful. Alex didn't know their customs and ended up starting a war among the townsfolk. Trouble
Okay,
followed her
fair
everywhere
enough.
she went.
Well, yeah, but she was kind of a mean person, right? She lied and cheated her way through most of the book.
She was trying to survive. The morals of those
Oh.
old stories are so simplistic.
Either way, we need to have our-
Interesting. Are we all Alex? Oh, little.
The town's just up ahead. The jinxie peddler always stops by our village before he goes to town.
Do they
Okay.
steal stuff from you guys too?
Steal? Never.
No
We just
stealing.
take the things we're not looking at. Fair's fair.
Oh, it's just kind of
Sounds
it's
like
a
a legitimate
free-for-all.
business person.
Yeah,
They
well.
managed to steal your arm anyway.
I was knocked out from the fall. When I
Okay.
came to, that sneaky raccoon had already grabbed my arm and ran off before I could stop.
So evil.
So would you say he caught you unarmed? I guess we'll have to catch this.
About time.
For what?
Nothing.
Probably best if we save that for later.
We'll find a way out of here, and then we'll go back home.
Oh,
Weiss?
it's too much to even think about what happened.
It's all gone.
It's
There's
it's
nothing
messed
left
up.
for me to go back to.
Oh, sweetheart,
Just like
that's it's
Vegan.
all. Oh,
You did the best you could for Atlas, Weiss.
you
But it
did.
wasn't enough. We hatched a crazy plan that put a whole kingdom at risk, and we don't even know if we saved the relics from... Maybe
What were you supposed to
John and
do?
Winter were able to get them out. Despite everything.
I mean,
Despite
there were
us.
people that go. Oh, honey, don't do that to yourself. What were you supposed to do?
I know that Penny... I know that was a lot to hear.
For sure. It's breaking her. She's always seemed unbreakable, but this is understandably weighing on her. Oh boy. Let's.
So this is the entrance to the other acre, you called it?
Little so
Yep.
sleepy.
All we do is cross the bridge and we'll be, well, wherever over there is.
On the
You don't
other
know?
side.
Nope. Never
Never
been this
been?
far from home.
Oh.
Maybe
Okay.
you should go back?
I wouldn't have any idea how to go back. Maybe I'll live by this bridge.
Just ah!
I'll handle this.
Building a house, my very
Oh, we're already building a house.
This in my best house.
Would you
Dancing
like
about the
to do this?
house. Oh, the house doesn't look very stable, Sweet Pea. Oh, the house. Okay,
That's
yeah,
probably for the
that
best.
that might be good if we just joined up with the crew. Building's not our thing, and I think that's totally fine. Oh, birthday party. Smells okay.
Just
Oh boy,
act like you belong, everybody.
just act
I
natural.
wanted to be long, but I'm still just small.
Oh, that's not what we meant, but you're a cutie pie. And there's, I saw the
it is.
jinxie. Yeah.
So what's the strategy? Just start roughing them up or what?
We probably should proceed with caution because we don't want to start a war or
Alex had to
nothing.
barter with Jinxie for her dagger.
Yeah, I think I'd rather hit him.
Bargain hit. Oh wow. Oh, it's really everything I hoped for. He's super
A
cute.
lot older than I remember from the book.
I am Jinxie. And
Oh,
these
interesting.
are the finest treasures of the acre.
Oh,
I don't see my arm. All
maybe
of
that's
Jinxie's treasures
coming up.
are just other items in disguise, so that people think they're buying something extremely valuable.
So that means one of those is the arm.
So, which one is Yang's arm?
I'm guessing probably the one on the left,
What does
maybe
your
because it has.
heart tell you?
Oh, maybe
That's
not.
how Alex knew.
Okay.
I mean, that one looks roughly arm-sized.
That it's
Ish.
got the yellow on it, and it's that was my first thought.
There's something about that one.
Oh God! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I don't. There's another thing that you guys theorize too, and I'm not.
Diamond-studded rabbit. You,
Oh no!
Jinxies.
How are we going to bid without any
When he
money?
said rabbit, I
I
thought
don't
of
think there's any
John.
money in the ever after. Jinxie just names whatever price he wants.
What does
Oh.
Jinxie want from Alex?
Her saddest memory. And her happiest.
So,
Oh shoot!
a hug.
Oh! A hug!
Very valuable.
Second item, a golden scepter. You,
Oh!
the bidding starts at
No, I was the first one to.
knowing what it is to feel loved. A fair price,
Oh!
I'd say.
And
Knowing what it's like to feel loved by royal decree.
Sold.
Wait, that's my arm.
that's
Whatever it is, it's
well, we
royal
don't even really know
property
that.
now. No price is too high for His Majesty's birthday.
Straight up.
So we're gonna have to take this right to His
tried it your way,
Majesty.
You.
Oh!
Ruby, what are you doing?
Bidding starts at enough hope to fill this jar.
Sweet Pea, do you even have that much hope? Do you even have that much hope? Do you even have that much hope?
do you?
Ah!
Why, you little...
Little's gonna get it done.
Leave that alone. You can't touch it until the deal is done.
Oh! Oh! It was a mouse with some cheese! And we, oh my God, and there's the heart! They're like, I don't want an arm! No. I'm sorry, you threw it. Oh, okay, well, then there you go. There's that.
Fair's fair.
Oh my God. What is that? Was that
Ruby, come on.
pennies? Growling. I think the townsfolk. Oh, and now you must give me my hug. Like the angry demanding of the hug.
People take auctions very seriously.
Yeah, they don't mess around with their hugs.
High five.
Same thing Alex
Don't
did.
leave a girl
You're
hanging.
ruining everything.
That's
Well-
your biggest concern right now?
I've read so many stories. I never thought I'd be the moral of one.
Blake's a big reader. Oh,
Ruby?
that looks, it
I
reminds
couldn't
me
explain why,
Penny.
but I was drawn to it.
It reminds me of Penny, the black and the green. And whenever she gets sad, it's gonna rain.
Great. Now
There's
it's raining on just
some-
us.
There's
That's it. We're getting out of this nightmare.
there's something. Oh, it's wrong
Alex,
series,
it's
babe.
Let's go.
I don't think it's gonna work like that. In the book,
We are not in a book. And even if
Weiss.
we were, we know how it ends. Right over there.
I get it, but there was a point to that book, and I think if we don't respect the point of this story, there we go. There we go. There it is. There it is. Where it's a loop. It's like a loop. Oh, ow! Oh my God, are you okay?
I tried that earlier. You can't get any closer to the tree that way.
well then what do we do now?
So you have to go on a
Got my
journey.
arm, but
You have
we
to go on a
still don't have
journey.
Cousin Rose or the slightest idea.
Oh,
of how to
Weiss
walk.
cannot handle it.
Hey, somebody's sad. I'd be sad too.
Oh,
I ruined the royal birthday.
uh-oh.
Blake, what did Alex do next?
I think we have to follow
She,
the book.
went to the Crimson Castle and beat the Red King in his own game.
Okay.
You treasonous birthday ruiners.
Okay.
We want to go
Wait,
to the
wait.
birthday party.
We want to go to the birthday party.
Let's go. Maybe
Too
we
bad,
can.
because we're going to. Oh,
Yes. You were here to take.
that's where we're taking you.
Them too,
as
okay.
Prisoners for stealing royal property.
What if I offered you something better? The weapon of a powerful warrior.
Go on.
Go on.
Not just a powerful warrior.
Oh my God.
The most powerful to ever live. She was touched by magic.
Oh my God.
She gave her life for thousands.
Penny.
She took a message of hope to the stars. And she saw the world through better eyes. Take us to the royal birthday and allow us to present this most precious gift.
Oh, it's gonna rain again.
By royal decree. Come on, men. You heard her. We've got a birthday to celebrate.
Ruby,
The thing is,
are you sure about this?
Look, we may not know exactly what's going on. But for whatever reason, this place is putting us on a similar path as a book we all read as kids.
right.
I say we follow it.
We should follow it and
Stop
try.
pretending we know what we're doing.
Oh, honey. And the thing is that seeing the world through better eyes, so much of that was Ruby's influence on Penny, I feel like. And the fact that she doesn't have enough hope to fill a jar when she was hope. She was the hope of the show. It's crushing. I would actually be interested to go through and see who did all the voices and everything, but I will do that on my rewatch. I didn't even put together at first that was Penny's. I got nervous about the rabbit too, because I thought maybe it was gonna have something to do with John, because you guys were kind of pointing out, like, with all the fairy tale influences, that he has the rabbit on his shirt, and that maybe he's like the white rabbit. So when I saw the rabbit, I was like, oh my God, it's John! But when I saw the green, okay guys, so one of the theories you had is that Penny must have fallen through to this world, right? Whether or not, like, it's such a morbid thought. And when I saw that, I, honest to God, I got really, really, really nervous that it was like, But it was her weapon. It was her weapon. All right, guys. Let me make sure it's not trying to play anything else. Oh, guys, they're really twisting the knife on us, aren't they? They gave us the mice, you know. But there's a lot to deal. We knew there would be a lot to deal with. We knew this would be our lowest point, and it truly is. I think there's a lot going on with the fairy tale. I don't think it's any coincidence that we have this kind of philosophical debate going on that, like, does it matter the things that you're doing to survive in a strange place, you know? Does it matter how you affect things and how you conduct yourself and what you know, or are you just trying to survive? And I get the idea that, like, you're just trying to get by. You're just trying to get out of there. But at the same time, is the point the journey? And there's probably a really good metaphor for life in there. That, like, does it matter? Like, you're just trying to do what you need to do to get where you're going. Or is the whole point the things that you do while you're on that journey? I don't think it's any coincidence that we can't get anywhere near the tree. We can't get out of here until we jump through the hoops and we kind of complete every level of this. And I just feel like that's not a coincidence that we have to do all that and that we have now started this kind of moral debate. You know what I mean? I don't know why we're here. I don't know what this is, and I don't know if there's any more to it. But I have this strong feeling in my head that it does matter. It is being done intentionally. I don't know by whom. That's not to say like they necessarily, like, somebody made them land there, but I feel like there is a reason for this. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody did make them fly. I don't know. And it's hilarious to hear them say, like, come on, guys, a fairy tale? Really? Like, come on. First of all, we know, like, so much of this parallels, like, is inspired by and parallels our fairy tales. So it's just kind of funny to hear them say that. But also, like, girl, how far have we peaked the weirdometer at this point? Like, we literally learned that the world as we know it was, like, the result of all this unbelievable stuff. So I feel like this is not, it is a stretch. And I get that, like, Weiss is very, like, practical. There's a reasonable explanation for everything. And to a degree, that's true. Whereas Blake is very, like, Blake has immersed herself in these stories for a very long time. And probably can appreciate a little bit in the same way that, like, I feel like a lot of us are all about our fandoms. And, like, if something really happened where, like, we fell into an alternate reality or dimension or somewhere in the multiverse, I don't know, you name it. Yeah, you'd be like, what the heck? But you'd also kind of be like, this is sort of where I live. So, like, it's not too much of a stretch for me to imagine that, like, something beyond my understanding is going on and that I am now in some kind of other world. You know, I don't know. That's just kind of like how I'm sizing it up in my head at this point. It's my headcanon about this at this point. Oh, the stuff with RWBY it's just crushing, you guys. It is just crushing. She was, you know, she was always the one. She was always the one that was like, no, we gotta do something. We got time after time after time. No, we're going to do something. It doesn't matter if it's hopeless. Like, we're still here, and there's a reason we're still here. And even when people, like, last volume were like, hey, RWBY, you've been in charge, and, like, stuff is happening a lot. And now they're here. And I just feel like she's broken, but I feel like people don't break in a way that they can't be put back together again. Because that's the point of, it's like we're not plates. we don't just break and shatter away, or, you know, we're made to be resilient, I guess. Although you want to talk about testing that, it's RWBY. 'Cause she's been through a lot. Like we all have, but I don't know. I'm worried for her. I'm still worried about John. We still don't know what's going on with him. I'll be very curious to make our way more in this world, because we know that like eventually Neo's gonna pop up. John's gonna pop back up. Oh god, guys. Oh, it makes it, I'm hungry, so my stomach hurts anyway. You can probably hear my stomach growling, but it makes my stomach hurt to think about that we're gonna encounter John, and John and RWBY are gonna have to have a discussion about Penny and what happened. And I know that like knowing it's one thing, but having that discussion is like, I'm honest God dreading it. I'm dreading it. And you know how I feel. I like count down the days, the minutes, the hours to this show and when I get to watch it. But I am dreading that. I'm absolutely dreading that. I guess they've done their job. I'm so emotional about it that I am literally dreading it. Oh God, is there anything the raccoon was amazing. I mean, just seeing like how everything works in this world is really, really fun and interesting, and seeing that they have a loose guide for how everything should work, but yet there's little things that are off, you know, like, I don't know why this like stood out to me so much when who was it who said like, oh yeah, this raccoon's like a little bit older. So like there's little things that are different. So I'm like, did something already happen to affect this world? Are we seeing it? Was that all stuff that really happened? And now we are like, is the child that we see at the beginning, Alex? And maybe all of that has happened and we're now seeing it. It was all real and it was all a real story. And we're just now seeing it like, oh, hey, this is like 50 years later. I don't know. Because, I mean, there have been plenty of stories, like fairy tales, that have been, and I think this is well established on the show, that, like, there's grounds for, like, them being part of real life. So I don't know. There's a lot of speculation at this point. I think we just have to, like, play along the way that our crew is. And we'll get there. But man, guys, that's okay. I can't. I officially am like counting down now to my rewatch of this so that I can just immerse myself in it even more and like pick up anything that I didn't catch. I can't wait to hear what you guys thought too, because you guys are like eagle-eyed and catch so much and just steer eyes, and it's so much fun. So, all right, guys, I loved it. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please, oh my goodness, please. Oh, after that display with pennies, oh my gosh, please, if you were planning on leaving, please don't. Please be sure to join me next time. I think we're all gonna really need the love, the support. And I know I will need your moral support. So please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.